Welcome back, guys, to Tales of Arise, where last episode we obtained a new quest thanks to our party's own curiosity, as we started learning about the Renans and their lords, finding out more from the supporters of our previous foes as we moved into the next area. There, Dohalim had an unexpected meeting with Faria, who he had left bereaved during the competition to become a lord, with the Red Woman having picked up on this link as we walked away from the conversation as we continued to explore Lenegis.
Wow, this place is beautiful!
Yeah, it must be some sort of rest and leisure area for the locals.
You think? Man, these Renan sure know how to live it up, don't they?
Is something the matter, Dohalim?
Before I went down to Dahna, my friends and I, we used to gather at this very spot and play music together. Avakir, Faria, and Tarnagan. That was a lifetime ago now.
Tarnagan. He was the one that Faria mentioned, right?
He was once my dearest, closest friend. As well as Faria's betrothed. Despite Faria's lower-class upbringing, she possesses a tremendous talent for music. Entranced by her playing, I helped her overcome her sense of inferiority and introduced her to Tarnagan and Avakir. It was a time of great joy. 4 people bound only by their love of music, with no care for social standing. Only the next song, the next melody.
A friendship based on mutual respect, and a society where everyone is a prisoner to their social class. You really are different, Dohalim.
I suppose it's natural you would see it as strange.
I would have, once. Now, I think the idea of breaking away from society's constraints and choosing your friends based solely on affection is something beautiful that's worth cherishing. Besides, it was that way of looking at the world that laid the foundations for coexistence in Menancia.
Your praise does me too great an honor. I was merely following the wishes of my own heart. And even then, it only lasted until the crown contest began. After that, Tarnagan and I became fierce competitors for the position of Lord. Tarnagan had fallen for Faria. By becoming Lord, he aimed to wrest her from her humble origins and raise her to the highest echelons of society. But fate was not so benevolent.
What happened?
Tarnagan was no match for me in combat. On a level playing field, he wouldn't have stood a chance. But he was desperate and low on options, and he couldn't stand the thought of defeat.
You mean he resorted to dirty tactics to try to win, right? But then why does Faria think... Wait, don't tell me she doesn't know.
How could I tell her? Combined with the trauma of losing her beloved, and by her friend's hand, no less, she would have been devastated.
So instead you let her go on hating you, so she could use that hate as a crutch for her grief?
That's not the same as running away, though.
It is exactly the same. Unable to face the loss of my friend and the burden of my duty, instead I decried my fate and looked away from what I'd done. As for what happened after, that you already know.
But if you hadn't become Lord, Menancia wouldn't be what it is now. The Dahnans there would still be suffering under Renan oppression like before.
Shion's right. What other lord would have treated me as you did? Anyone else and I would have been dead long ago. You've saved so many people, Dohalim. You saved me. It's thanks to you that I'm here today. So, try not to blame yourself. The burden you've placed on your own shoulders is too much for anyone to bear.
Frank as always. But I shall do my best to heed your advice.
Do you think he'll be all right?
Yeah, I think so. He's got Kisara.
It's important to have someone like that.
I didn't realize how difficult it is just to be there for someone.
Sometimes just knowing someone's on your side can be enough. And he knows, Xion. I promise he does.
I hope you're right. Alphen.
Yeah?
I never appreciated until recently just how much you were always there to support me.
It goes both ways. You've helped me keep going more times than I can count.
Maybe, but I still wanted to say thank you.
We were being watched, were we? By the other guy. It's interesting how the story is kind of, or like at least the game has kind of changed its genre a little bit. We're in a bit of a more of a mystery delve at this point. The rumors are to be believed it's not just Zeugles who are out of control. Apparently a group of armored soldiers have started to rebel too. For all we know, we may be seeing the start of some kind of uprising, don't you think so? That's absurd. Who could possibly plot such a conspiracy and think they could get away with it? True, if you rebel against the Sovereign, you're rebelling against the entire Renan civilization. It's hard to say one way or another. Nothing like this has ever happened in the history of Lenegis. We just know too little. Things don't calm down soon. Don't you think we should board a starship so we can evacuate? We can't. You need to have the Sovereign's permission to enter the starship for anything other than the crown contest. And where's the Sovereign? Why isn't he here to lead us in our time of need? Completely absent. Heads of state. But only when things interest them, they just show up. And then they just work against your interest. Your best interest anyway. That is the way. I don't think there was any treasure chests, so let's check out the shop, see if there's new armors. Probably not new weapons, because of course we haven't done any fighting whatsoever. And I'm assuming there's a combat pass there.
I see a medic and supply officer over there. If they know you're with me, they'll likely offer their assistance.
Well, it's to see me, or has my shop been blessed with Lord Dohalim and his servants? Is there anything I can help you with, my lord? You could buy me a grape gel, or you could give me a lot of lovely diamond mail. So that overall, the stats are better on the diamond mail there, and it's going to cost me a good, cool 60k to buy all that. I was going to say, but equally, there's 10k for gold chunks, etc. Better to be armored than not. The armor isn't as good for you. No, I don't want to buy 11. There are some that it's a lot better for. I mean, I've got the money. And if I go fishing, I can get more money. Bit more balanced, isn't it? I may regret buying one for everyone. There's not really much else I've been spending my money on, is there?
Did we really just spend that much money?
Sala, chill. Weird that they allow me to manage my ranch from here. Lots of meat. Just a second, mister. Can you send this details down? Down to the surface for me. Pretty please. I need to make sure I'm raising my livestock. Goodness, I never expected to be graced by Lord Dohalim and his companions. Is there anything I can do for you? Please, by all means. Alright, we can rest. We did recently get a parfait. Maybe that's got something. Elemental attack up M.
This came out so good. I almost hate having to eat it.
Maybe that's gonna give me the big stats.
Hoodle, no, that's mine.
Never thought I'd see you fighting Hoodle over food of all things. Normally, you share everything you have with him.
Yeah, but this is a fancy parfait. Every girl dreams of having one of these.
Is it really that big of a deal?
Please don't bring me into this.
It's always nice to eat something that fulfilling.
I can't believe I actually get to have it all for myself. Every little bite makes me so happy.
But isn't that parfait gonna cost you quite a lot more than your regular ice cream choice?
That's all the more reason for me to enjoy it. Everyone knows it takes lots and lots of sweets to stay full of energy.
Everybody, a cream monster has devoured Rinwell.
At times such as these, it would be best to just let her do as she wishes.
Yeah, definitely.
Dohalim's right. If someone's trying to enjoy their favorite food, just leave them to it and don't bother them.
Yep, can't argue with that.
I don't get women.
So good.
I like a fancy parfait too. Says thinking you probably never had one. Thank you very much for the skit. Now, enemies. To be honest, I prefer the experience boost. Hello, hello. Welcome to a maze.
Damn it, Lenegis soldiers.
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
There we go.
So much for them not wanting to fight.
Ho! I am Lord Dohalim of Elden Menethia. I command you.
Threats to the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one.
Did he say the rest of the city must be erased?
Their hearts were interrupted.
A bit too much serious business, that is.
Be my guest. I owe you one. Eternal devastation. Wind. Release. Sonic thrust. Now. Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
A whirling struggle.
Poor one guy never stood a chance. I say poor one guy, but I really don't care about his death.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Illuminate the top! Round and pound!
Poor guy exploded.
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Harros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
And so the battles begin. One definitive route that we can't reach from here. Lovely Zeugles in our way. And with elemental attack up for our party members, that's going to be quite fun. So people are reaching level 43 at least now. So Rinwell's going to go to work, right? These guys are level 42 and 44.
Ignite!
Need to pull
Can't get out
myself
of
together.
this!
Raging storm! These ones can run rings around us.
Down! You're on! Flash! Pierce through! Make it right!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I'll heal you all!
Now! I'm not done! Take this!
Healing circle!
Start up! Prepare to be seen! Damn it! It's too fast!
Stand back.
Not too fast, it's dying.
Here's the shield!
Great! Next!
Dance in the wind!
I'm not done!
Shield!
From the sky.
Raging cascade! This one! Healing
Take this!
circle! She went to handle there! One more!
Rising Falcon!
Do it!
Strike!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Water! Water!
I built up that combo pretty nicely at least.
Glacial spear! Here's the evil! Freeze
No
laser!
escape!
Shining supernova!
Blow away!
Raging cascade! Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes.
Dust to dust.
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
I bet we probably can, yes. Do you want me to go back and try? That's a big boy.
No choice!
Force Mantis.
You're mine! I'm not done! Try this!
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
Here's the evil! Light activating!
Weak to lightning.
Take this!
Need to pull myself together.
Be still!
Glacial
Point
spear.
fire! Castle!
Water
Start up!
energy!
Be still! Soaring light spear!
We're getting higher all the time at this point.
Blending flash! Eat dirt!
Here's a healing arc! First aid!
Oh yeah, that must be a weak spot, right?
Here I come! Blue escape!
In a bind.
Inferno! Lunar corruption! Between heaven and earth! Take a wailing and lightning!
Save you!
Raining flash! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Here I come! I'll leave it to you!
A wailing banshee of lightning! Here I go!
The interesting thing is, I've gone in quite hard on this guy.
Eternal devastation! Blew away!
Healing circle!
Raining flash!
Raging cascade!
Turn up!
Glacial spear! Here's the evil!
And he doesn't seem to be anywhere closer to dying, does he?
Blew away!
Go for him! Lightning is there!
You picked the wrong fight!
Laser! Here's the evil! Freeze now! Freeze laser!
Ooh, stats effect.
Raging storm!
Raining flash!
Here goes!
I can carve through armor.
Take that!
Raining flash! Blew away! I'm not done!
Will this help?
Eternal devastation! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! I've been doing really great lately.
A nice bump of experience, that's for sure. And now we've got the gold going. Let's push it. That guy's
Little help!
very interestingly kitted.
Burn it out! Take this!
I can't let the hatred consume me!
For my lord! Rising
If it's in the sky, it's mine! There's no air thrust!
Rising flash!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer! Holy land! The chain between heaven and earth!
I didn't hold it for long enough.
I can carve
Through armor.
I've been waiting for that for such a long time.
I'm not done! I'm not done!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah. And the pummeling to you.
Here's the evil! Freeze Lancer!
I'm not done!
I'll heal you
Flaming
all!
piping yours
Chain
to be
between
let
heaven
free!
and earth! Healing circle!
I don't know if it's a good idea to let the flame inside you through at this point, but
Myself together!
We're not finished! Pierce through! Try this! Blending flash!
Wind astral
Here I come!
energy! Raging, here's a healing arc!
Taking one down's good.
Astral energy.
Say no more.
And that's the group. How much experience?
I can feel my power growing.
A lot more. Oh, I want to check out the side bits, but I don't want to run out of my thing, do I? That's paramount to keep so we can level up a little bit more. Shortcake recipe. A spongy cake filled with cream and strawberries. Harsh punishment awaits anyone who dares to steal the strawberries sitting atop of it.
Out of our
What's this
way.
extra dude here?
In a bind?
Air thrust. A whirling struggle.
That went perfectly.
Don't give up, do this.
Make it rain!
Get toasty.
Burn strike!
Glacial spear. Going in. Here's the evil.
I'm not done.
Freeze lancer.
Seems to have gone next level perfect, everything there.
In a bind?
Eternal devastation. I'm not done. Sonic thrust.
Shield and mace!
Explosion.
Raining flash.
Glacial spear.
Raining flash.
Air
Blow
thrust.
away.
Freeze lancer.
Pierce through.
Magnificent strike.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
Blah blah blah. Air thrust.
Megasonic thrust.
Explosion.
We don't need any flames inside me coming out.
Any injuries?
No, thank you very much.
Those
I'll keep the flame in, thanks.
soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone making them stand guard over the Forbidden Zone?
Oh, thank God I had enough time to get that conversation
Out of
over
our
with.
way.
Eternal devastation. Burn in hell.
Here's the I think I'll pass on the hand. Here's the evil. Change between heaven and earth. In here.
The earth throbs in pain.
I owe you one.
Oh, sparkling stars of light.
stop its charge.
Thanks, Isara.
Pierce through. Rending flash.
It would be nice.
I owe you one.
Now you see what I can do!
Not to be bitchy about anything, but
Look sharp!
Severing wing. Soaring light spear. Devastation. This one's all mine. Raining slash. Severing wing. I'll burn it all. Flaming pillar. Fire.
he's still alive.
Not today. You're mine. I'm not done.
Inferno crossing!
Raining flash.
Flaming meteor!
Ready and real. Try harder. Now. Here I come.
Hydration orb.
Hurricane strike! Lightning strike! Hurricane strike!
A wailing banshee.
Yeah, I think I'll not stick around for that. Cheers.
Blow away.
Is it darkness is the goal here?
Back into the fray.
Here I come.
I call thee.
Water! Hurricane strike!
Raining flash. Blow away. This one's all mine.
Bing.
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Job done.
It was a close thing.
Our second use of the second special ability there. I've got to go right, haven't I? I hope there's enemies down here. I really do. Thank goodness. So it's going to be a bit of a run back. Alright, a regenerative crystal. Numerous studies are being conducted to find ways to apply its restorative properties. There's a lot of stuff in here.
Let's dispose of the
Oh
trash.
my goodness, those are guys too.
Get out of this! Thunder healing circle! Hurricane strike!
You require a hand.
Lightning strike!
Purge malevolence.
Hurricane strike!
Waterfall. Free lancer. Dance in the wind. Air thrust.
Eternal
Without a trace.
crush. Sonic thrust. Try this.
Come forth, a helix of purity.
Rending Big blast! This one's all mine!
Could very much leave me in a bad way.
Not a chance! No escape! Eat dirt! You're mine! Here I come!
Need to pull myself together. A chain between heaven and earth.
Why'd that just drop off then?
In here!
No further!
Illuminate the dark!
Eternal devastation!
Holy glimmer! Holy
Megasonic thrust! Try harder! My turn! Strike!
Get up in the air with me.
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Scenic cyclone! A whirling struggle! Winds of heaven!
Shattering the
pieces! Glacial attack! Far enough! Raging storm! Celestial lunar eruption!
Be still!
Away from the rest of the hell.
Onward and upward.
Yes, but we can't stop. Another bright stone, but a level 2 one. If we want to keep this going to get the most experience we can out of this tunnel, we've got a few on level 43, now popping along to level 44. We did just get a red sage, or in fact, we've got 2 red sages. Max HP again. I mean, technically, the more HP I have, I guess the more I have left over once I've charged. No! Run! Faster! 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 I must get there!
An opponent like this should be easy. Bring him down! Eat dirt! Roll him down! Try harder! My turn!
In here!
Smash you! I won't show you any mercy! Engaging! Fall back! Flew away!
Maelstrom! Too much to handle?
No further!
Oh, that didn't need to go on that guy.
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
God, he just bounced off my head or something.
It's on! Eat that! Raining flash! Flew away!
He got survived due to that.
Here I come! No escape!
Raging corruption! I'm all stopped up!
You're mine!
Can't get out of this!
It's on! You're mine!
I see you've already been green-feated.
Holy
Eternal devastation!
How'd I miss that?
lunar corruption!
Pierce through!
By the power of water! Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
And that's about probably what some of the most experience I'm going to get out of that without the experience buffing food.
I feel sprightlier than before.
We've legged it through this whole passage. Supposedly there sounds to be more enemies though, so hey! We're about to hit some 44s.
Gotta break through! I see one, eh? My shield?
Raging storm! Where was that came from? Gemini Aqua! One for the rings attack! Eliminate the dark! Come forth! Holy flame! Reload!
We're not finished!
Let me help! A chain between heaven and earth! A wind of the We'll soon see about that!
I'm not done!
Gemini Aqua! It's go time! Far beyond the darkest sky!
Using their special dark abilities.
Here I come!
Inferno Claw!
Carve through order!
Here, let me
Here
help!
I come! Try harder!
First aid!
No kidding!
I could run all day! Lightning!
Time to let it rip! Release!
Tell you what, I do not want to be down on the floor like that.
Astral energy! Full throttle!
Fire in the Here I come!
Wind astral energy!
You're finished!
Annihilation!
Raining
Mega
flash!
Inferno!
Flew away!
Aqua! Raging healing art!
Hold it this time.
Glacial
No
meteor!
escape!
Oh, he got too far away. I'll go.
Let me help!
It's time!
Make it rain! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Phew.
With this, I can become even stronger.
My CP continues to peel away, but that was another 6,000 experience and 21,600 gold as well. Grimwell and Law reached 44. Now we're at the level of the monsters of that dungeon back down on Dahna. But what's through here is what we really wonder. More enemies? If so, I really should put the experience food on.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?